and that's really bright actually. Hold on, let me. Oh. That's my laptop. Great start, eh? Hold on, let me just see if I can. Yeah, unplug that. It's because I got a brand new light there, massive bright lamp. It's just kind of really bright. Just bring that away there. That's fine. That'll do, isn't it? Yeah. I've watching Minshall's last his last vlog, Insight, talking about suicide. He gave his opinion on it. I thought it was a really great video, and it definitely makes you think. And I thought had some pretty good experience with people being suicidal and myself being suicidal. So maybe I should give another perspective and hopefully provide some inspiration. I don't know. So yeah, as I said in my first Max's Mind video, I was driven to the point of suicide by the fact I had no friends, school wasn't working out, and my ex had just broken. Not my ex. She's an ex now. My girlfriend had just broken up with me. And my family hated me. Yeah, it was a really tough time. Really tough. And like I said, I went to the park, went up to this massive cliff, stared down it for a good 5 minutes, debating whether I should do it or not. Because I wouldn't overdose, I wouldn't stab the normal methods that you would think that someone would kill themselves, I wouldn't do that. I don't know why I thought park, I don't know. In fact, it wasn't even what I was talking about. I skied the day. It was a school day, I skied off, and I went for a walk. And I went there, and I just sat there, on a bench that was overlooking the drop, thinking, debating. I did consider what would happen afterwards. I knew that... Oh, right. I'll say one thing. I'm really glad that I can laugh about this now. I'm really glad that I've accepted it, because it was a huge part. I knew that it would be sad for everyone else. I knew that my mum would be devastated. I knew my friends would be horrified. I know it would be a big tragedy in the short run, but in the long run, I wouldn't be hurting people anymore. I wouldn't. Like I say, I tried to help people to the best of my ability. I tried to help. Unfortunately, I have to. It just hurts. And I don't know. I don't know. But what can you do? So I thought that in the short run there'd be a tragedy, long run they'd be better off. Just things didn't seem to be looking up at all. Not at all. And I was there. I sent out a quick text message to 3 people, just 3, explaining. Just so that no one would think that I just randomly displayed and that I might be kidnapped or something. I want some people to know what happened to me. So I sent it to my friend Erin, Izzy, and my ex, Gemma. And almost, not instantly, about a minute later, I got a call off Gemma. And she was frantic, like manic, and I was amazed that she was so emotional about this, like she actually cared. I mean, the reason we broke up was because apparently I was too much of a friend to her. Oh well. But yeah, she calmed me down, she talked me down, her mum talked me down, and then she put me into therapy. She told school, she told MGS, and they put me into counselling. And it did help, it did. Izzy eventually replied, saying, oh my god, she was so sad. and Erin was a bit devastated as well. It was a huge thing, and that's when I think suicide, when I think of me being suicidal, that's the one I think of. I have been suicidal since then, but nowhere near as drastic, nowhere near as close to doing it, because that was literally a step away. I was stood on the edge of a cliff. I was ready to just throw myself off and end everyone's problems. Me doing this is stop the connect, thinking I'm moving. Oh, yeah, well, no, ignore the curtains. My curtains are amazing, alright? I've had them since I was a little kid. I'm not changing them now, okay? Just look at them, look at the... Oh, just the space is it's amazing. But yeah, that, yeah, Xbox One, TV, Kinect, PS3, and then behind the lamp you can't really see it, it's my Xbox. I've moved everything up here. Yay! Right, so now that's something else. Go back to Max's phone. I've been suicidal before. No, after that. Losing track of what I'm saying now. I was suicidal a lot around the time I got my next girlfriend, Ellen. And I will name names now. I will name names. I mean, last time I was not naming names, but I don't know why, because we're only getting 20 views per video. If you're watching this, you probably know me. Oh, Ellen. Just Ellen. We were both really not right in the head. We still aren't. Every day the sun comes out. I know that we will. There's one I remember where I was on the bus home from school and I was texting her and I just sent her a text saying, how far do you think I'd have to fall for the impact to kill me? Just looking up at some of these buildings has got me thinking. She went crazy and crying, she had to leave class. And it was... Suicide isn't funny at all. It's... I mean, you should put it so well. Like, it is a really serious thing to even consider. Oh, it's that hand is picking up. I'm just amazed by the connection. Right. You know what, actually, while I'm doing this, I'm just gonna turn off the TV. There we go, I'm not distracted anymore. God, my laptop just turned on. Right, yeah, make sure to put it well. If you haven't seen it, go watch his video, Insight. It's really good. It's definitely inspired this video, okay? I was considering doing this anyway, but he's made me want to do it even more. Suicide is not an option. I don't care what you've been through. I don't care what you're going through. I don't care what you think you will go through. I don't care what you think you're putting others through. I just don't care about that. You have been lucky enough to be given a life. Everything you do, everything you say, what you say, everywhere you go, everything you do. Look at me here with my 360, my PS3, my Xbox One, my laptop on the floor there. I've got so much. I'm so lucky to be alive. I am. I'm happy I'm alive. I'm happy to have been given a chance. Because that's what it is. There's so many people that die who haven't even been given a chance. Children who die every day. Children who die before they're born. Imagine what they could do with their lives if they were given a chance, and you want to throw yours away? Why? Because things are a bit bad right now? I understand if some very bad things have happened. Some very bad things, because a lot of bad things have happened to me. My grandma developing Alzheimer's, on one occasion forgetting who I am, and then dying in the middle of my GCSEs. That's a really bad thing. I'll never get over that. That's horrifying to go through that experience. But it didn't make me suicidal. It made me want to keep living in honour of her memory. No matter what, you should always have a reason to live. There's never a reason where you shouldn't be alive. You may feel like you're hurting people, you may feel like others are better off without you. But you know what? Maybe. But if the people you know might be better off without you, then you're not friends with the right people. It's as simple as that. If they don't like you for who you are, you shouldn't have to change. You shouldn't have to do anything about that. That's their problem. If they don't like you, fuck them. Simple as that. You go out and you make new friends. Right, I'm going to use the whole example from my life again. At MGS, I was unhappy. I was so unhappy. I was depressed every day, ridiculed, bullied, alone. People talk like they acted like they were mates, but they weren't mates. Because everyone has those few mates who you can actually tell anything to, who you can trust with problems, who you can trust enough to actually tell anything. I didn't have one of them. I thought I did, but all he did. Yeah, naming names. Kessa. All he did was, whenever I said anything, whenever I poured my heart out, he just bullied me. He took the absolute piss and he held it over me. He would not ever let it go. Whenever I was clearly depressed, when I was clearly really struggling with something, he would just laugh, make jokes. Constantly telling people that I don't know that I'm gay. That got to me. Bottom line, I wasn't happy. Ellen came along, it was amazing. Brilliant, best time of my life, honestly, truly. Not so far. We broke up and we swapped friends. Like, I'm now friends with her friends from Glossop. She's now friends with all the guys from MGS. It's really strange. I'm happy and sad that that happened. I'm happy because now I actually have friends who do give a damn, who actually care, and will actually not stop until the problem's fixed. Because I just had friends who look at me, laugh, and then move on. I'm sad because it's leaving a life behind. I spent 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 5 years at MGS. 5 years at MGS. I met so many people. I even went back one time after I left, and the people who I didn't particularly like were more friendly to me than my old friends were. It says a lot about the people that I used to know. But yeah, what I'm trying to say is, if it's an exterior factor, if it's people that around you who are influencing this decision that you want to take your own life, it's not a good enough reason. I'm sorry, you're going to have to give me a better one than that. Because if you're like me, if you want to please everybody, no matter what, even if you don't like them, if you want to make them happy, I'm sorry. I really am, because I know what that means. It means you would sacrifice everything just so someone could have something. That's what I go through every day. It's what I went through for the last 5. It's what I've gone through for the last 10 years. Yeah. Ever since primary school, I've been trying to help people. I'm 17 years old now. I'm in year 12, 6th form, college. Is it not okay for me to ask for help? That's a whole other thing. A whole other thing to be on my mind. I'll get into that some other time. Right now, suicide. Yeah, that's not a good enough reason. Whatever the reason, it's not good enough. There's no reason. Like what Minchell said about rather seeing that a clean unbroken wrist. I hate the idea that people say their body is a blank canvas and that scars and bruises and tattoos and piercings, they all show how far you come. No! Your body is not a canvas. It's not something that should be defiled like that. I hate tattoos and piercings. I hate them, I really do. One, they don't look good to me. I just don't see it. I would much rather... Sorry Mitch, I'm ripping off what you said. I would much rather see a completely clear human body with nothing on it. No tattoos, no piercings, nothing that you can help on it. I will never get a piercing. I will never get a tattoo unless I'm really, really drunk. I would never do it out of choice, because that's just stupid. Why is it whenever I do these videos I go off on a tangent? Every time, eh? Anyway, I don't remember what I'm saying now. I've been suicidal a lot. I'm sure a couple of you watching will have been too. I'm sure you will. Everyone does eventually at some point. And if you don't, then I don't know. Are you lucky? Are you not? Because I am glad I went through that. I am glad. I'm really happy because it's an experience and you can learn from it. I mean, that taught me, that moment when I was on the cliffstone, it showed me that even though you might not think anyone cares, they do. They might not show it, but they still care. So don't just judge, don't just make your decisions based on what you can see, because there's so much happening behind the scenes that you don't know. So much. Suicide. I can't even... I'm trying to hold back on what I'm saying, because there's so much more I could say. There is so much more. When was the last time I was suicidal? Can't remember. I think it was a couple months ago. I think it was. Oh god. But that was always something really petty. Right. Oh. I remember this psychiatrist once saying people often told him about people basically begging for attention, and so we shouldn't give it them. But you thought, well, if they're begging for attention, there's probably a reason for that. So if I were you, I'd give them the attention, and that is perfect. I'm going to be completely honest now. I have used suicide for attention. I've bluffed. I have said that I was going to kill myself, or I've made the impression that I was going to, when I had no intention of actually doing it. Purely because I wanted to know that some people actually gave a damn. I know we're meant to be. One example of that made me feel like absolute shit was when I was it was it over summer? No, I think it was just before my exam started last year. So early June, late May, around then. My best friend, he screwed me over. Yeah, he was in the first one, wasn't he? Yeah. I was suicidal, and I told him, and he said, well, that's just a coward's way out. And it was like, He was actually encouraging me to do it. In his mind, he thought that he was trying to make me back out by making me whimper out like a wimp. All he did was actually make me want to, because it made me think he's my best friend. He is telling me to go kill myself.
Even if it's dark outside, I'll keep you safe from any harm. Even if it's cold outside, I'll wrap you gently in my...
I've realised now it's a horrible thing to do. I'm never going to do it again. It's so childish. I have my reasons for why I did it. Reasons that I've not said and don't plan on saying until maybe.
So stay with me.
No, you know what I will do? I'll do another vlog this week.
Together we will sing.
And I'll confess everything. I want to be completely open with everyone now. Everything. Because there are some things that only Minshall knows what I'm talking about. If you ever feel suicidal, just remember that even though you might think that people don't care, or that they'll be better off, or that, like what Minshall said, the sun will keep shining and all that. Yes, it will, but it won't for you. Think about that. Because death is horrible. Death. Just put suicide away for a second, and just death. My grandma's death hit me like a train. Didn't expect it. Well, I knew it was going to happen, but I didn't expect it so soon. Like, she was in hospital. I went in the ambulance with her, but then I had to go home and I went in a taxi. Someone came and picked me up because I just couldn't stand seeing her in that hospital bed. And I went to visit her once over the 2 months that she was in there. I went to see her once, but it was just too upsetting. I couldn't do it. I knew I needed to go at some point, and I did. The last thing she ever said to me in person was that she was so glad to see me. The last thing I heard her say. Right. It's horrible, death. It's really horrible. Horrible feeling, horrible to experience it.
Every day the sun comes out, I know that I'll be okay.
People never get over a death. Never. I'll never forget my grandma's death. I'll never get over it.
Because I am with you, and
A good old friend of mine had a friend who died from a hole in the heart.
we're meant to be. So
She's still... Hopefully she is still keeping the promise that she made to this person.
together we will sing.
You need a reason to live. You should already have a reason to live. You have friends. If you don't...
Everything you do, everything you say.
I'm here to talk. I really am.
I know we'll make it.
I don't want to start like a suicide hotline or anything, because it gets too much for one person to handle, but if you do ever have any problem, just talk to me. I've been through most of it.
To be the one left Cause I don't want no anybody, please hold on.
Never think that it will just affect people in the short term. Never think that will just affect people in the short term.
Even if it's dark outside, I'll keep you safe from any harm.
If you're my age and you ever get suicidal, just think, everyone else you know, your age, will live on to be what, 80, 90? So that's a good 60 odd, 70 odd years that they have to live with the knowledge that one of their friends, one of the people they went to high school with, one of the people they went to college with, killed themselves. And they will never forget. Never forget. And they will live their whole lives wishing that there was something they could do. Suicide is never the answer. If you do feel like that, you need help. I don't mean like can say from experience, NHS not useful at all. But get yourself at least one good friend. No easier said than done, because sometimes they can just come out of the blue, out of nowhere. And I'll tell you what, if you stop looking for your friends, if you stop looking for people who care will come looking for you, I guarantee. Yeah, they will. That's my opinion anyway. Isn't the human mind a wonderful thing? Right. There's nothing. I've said it all. I have. I mean. Yeah. I've inadvertently given my opinion on tattoos and piercings. But yeah. I do know. I know. Throughout all this, I may sound like I'm saying, oh God, my life's been a tragedy. I've been through so many things. It's horrible. Pity me. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying I've had some horrible moments in my life. Truly horrible. I know we're meant to be. But it means I have experience. I can talk from experience. I'm not just a person on the outside looking in. I know what it's like to feel that. I know. I do. That's why I feel like my opinion is useful. It's why I feel like it's why I feel obligated to make these videos, because if I don't, who will? Because I know there are some of you out there who don't actually know me, who don't know me personally. I do know. Don't think you're alone. Don't ever think you're alone. You are not alone. I love Doctor Who. Well, on the subject of Doctor Who, look at my shoes. Oh, look at the Converse. The Converse are amazing. And then on the other one, oh my God, Turtis. It's. Did I just say Turtis? Right. Okay. Wrap this up now because it's 28 minutes. Jesus. Just like angelic. Oh. I'm just pissing about now. Together we will sing. I thought, okay, right, no, okay. I just broke the thing. Right, okay, no, that's it now. I'm done. Suicide sucks. Being suicidal sucks. I know all about it. I know it's nothing to mess with. Don't kid about it. Don't lie about it. Don't use it for attention because it's horrible. It's happened so often. I've had experience with suicidal thoughts so often, not just from myself but from other people around me who felt suicidal. Oh God, that's the fridge getting to me. Oh, Jesus. Sponsor? No. Product placement, fridge. Yeah. I guess that'll wrap this up. Hold on. Good stuff. Yeah. I really do hope this helps. As I say in each of my videos, I really do hope this helps. But that's why I'm making these. I'm making these videos just so if you ever feel this way, you can watch it and hopefully be inspired. Hopefully.
I mean, hold on a second, my laptop's just dying all the way.
Oh, there we go. I mean, I don't know anyone who's been through the things I have. I mean, like everything to the dot. Like every single thing I've been through. No one, I don't know anyone who has been through everything.
Every day
Speaking of which, I now have new ideas for my next few videos.
every day the moon shines bright, and on my heart.
That's why I make these, because I didn't have anyone to talk to, because no one had been through it. And
I know we're meant to be.
now I'm not going to have anyone I can talk to, but I'm going to make sure you do. It's the most I can do, eh? It's all I can do. Because as long as I'm here, as long as I'm giving you reasons why you shouldn't feel like this, isn't that all that matters? As long as someone's out there helping you. Some random guy on the internet that you've never met. It's like I say, I feel obligated to do this. Because it helps. I have some good friends who are having problems. They have some problems I've not been through. But I can still try and help. That's why I'm trying to help you guys now. Because recently suicide's been a big thing, like people telling people to kill themselves. And then this whole thing that like me and Mitchell saw on the Minecraft thing about him saying that his friend just hung himself by his school tie or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it was. I think that was it. But yeah. What can you do, eh? What can you do? This is what I can do. I really, honestly do hope this helps. Honest to God, I hope. I have had some good feedback about some of the ones, like my relationships one, that was a good one. And the first one I did about like bullying and depression, that was a good one apparently as well. Third one, I've not heard anything. Mainly because that was nothing to do with any experience that I've had, so maybe I'll leave that to just a different vlog. I won't make that a Max's Mind. I'll keep Max's Mind to things I've experienced, let's say that. Because then I'll help. That's all I want to do, okay? Alright. That'll be enough. 33 minutes, right. Yeah. Take care, guys. Have a good new year. And I hope it's better than 2013. Because I'll tell you, 2013 was a shit year for me. Yeah. Take care, guys. See you later. Bye.